Hello again, everyone. It is the middle of the week. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're having a wonderful week. Here in Lincoln, the weather is perfect. I'm so glad after I got back from vacation, they turned the heat on and it's feeling good around here. So I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good. And I hope the Lord is blessing you in ways that you've stopped and slowed down enough to see. Because that's really the key. The blessings are always there. It's just sometimes we're so frantic we can't see them. Well, this week I had an experience that caused me to kind of slow down a little bit and think. I got to go back to Union College and meet with some students and talk to them about the call to ministry. And it was just fun to be in the classroom again. Then another day I was there and I heard a colleague talking to students about preaching and how to preach and what it was like for her ministry and preaching. And I got to learn a few things. And I thought, how cool is it this far along in ministry, I still got things to learn. I've not done learning yet, and I think we all need to remember that, especially when it comes to the experience of salvation and reading about that in the Bible. It's such a deep topic that even the Bible writers had a hard time explaining salvation. And because of that, they had to try to find metaphors to explain salvation, which sometimes confuses us because we think of this metaphor and does it cross over to this one and that one and back and forth. But the Bible writers are just trying to explain this amazing God who wants to be with us. And they do it a lot of different ways. There's the salvation metaphor of being redeemed. And we sing about that, but it's not really something that happens in our society, that someone needs to be redeemed by somebody. So maybe that doesn't explain it completely to us. There's also the metaphor of being set free, like a captive being set free. And we understand that, though many of us have never had the experience of being enslaved, but we get that. There's other metaphors too. There's being, death is a metaphor of salvation, a death to the old way of living, death to the old self. On the flip side of that, there's the metaphor of birth and new birth as a relationship with Jesus, and so that's a metaphor that's used. Also, marriage is used on that connection with Jesus. When he does the communion service, there's groom language there. When he talks to the disciples, he talks in bridegroom language at times. The Bible also uses the metaphor of adoption to talk about salvation and being adopted in to God's family, being reunited. And then there's the vine and the branches, so many wonderful metaphors. And then, of course, there's the metaphor of finding treasure and letting go of everything else just to have that treasure of salvation. As you can see, I've just scratched the surface of all the different metaphors in the Bible trying to teach us about a God who wants to save us from sin and to return us home to be with him. So we still got more learning to do, don't we? We haven't even scratched the surface. So I hope that in your Bible study, you never get to the point where you think, yeah, I've graduated. I've got it all figured out. We don't. I know I don't. So keep studying, keep learning, keep digging deep to understand the metaphors in the Bible, and then as you understand salvation, to come up with ways that you could explain it to somebody else. Because your metaphor, your explanation might sound a little different. Though it's informed by the Bible, you may have to put it into the context of today to share it with someone else. So let's keep studying. Let's never feel like we've got it all figured out, because we never will. Even after we're in heaven, we'll still be studying the beauty of the science of salvation. That's the wonderfulness and the awesomeness of God. Let's keep learning about him. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your week. This weekend we'll be having our services again live and in person here at Piedmont Park and online as well. We hope that you'll join us. Have a great day, and God bless.